Hey, I'm just doing another quick video and calling it a day. And I did like 3 other videos. But I just want to apologize from acting a certain way in my last video. I'm not going to apologize about everything else that was said, but I just want to make myself clear that everywhere you look, being gay, being HIV positive, being diagnosed with AIDS is not a joke. You know, people go through people just go through things. You know, they have their hands open, they have their ears, they have their mouth ready to say something, ready to scream out, help me, take my hand, guide me, mentor me, be there with me, talk to me. But when people make jokes about, the different topics I just explained, you keep someone back from opening up about being positive. The stigma and the discrimination that is out here in society is killing those. It's killing people, to believe it or not. The stigma and the discrimination is killing people. One, you're going to keep a person from not going to the doctors or even opening up about their HIV status. You're going to keep a person from taking a medication, or even talking about what's going on with them. Not to say that you have full responsibility of them not going to their doctor's appointments or, killing themselves. No, you have a part of it. People don't want to talk about HIV, and I know it's a tough subject to touch on, but you have to realize that each and everybody is being affected every day. The age is getting less and less. People, children ages 13 is being told that they're positive. You got babies who are born positive. You have those who are already infected with HIV, who was born with HIV. I mean, you have a whole, you got family, friends, co-workers, you have everybody. You may even have some R&B singers, rappers, actors who are positive but just didn't say anything because of the stigma, because of this discrimination, and because it's their business not to say anything. But what if they want to tell somebody? How will people react to them? Would they lose a family member? Would they lose a friend? Would they lose a family member? You have to think about these things. What you say can affect another person, and could affect another person, and could affect everybody else, all around. And even affect those who are already speaking openly about their sexuality or speaking openly about their HIV status. Those things bothers me. I'm not trying to be the poster child or the captain, of the sexuality crew or the HIV status crew. No, I'm just speaking truth, because I would want someone to speak for me if I don't open my mouth, or if I'm afraid to express how I feel. I would want somebody to do that for me. But to just sit there and let somebody, say things out of their mouth and think that they're immune from getting HIV is really silly. I grew up with people who talked about HIV, talked about me saying, well, I deserved it, and next thing you know, they're positive. They're positive. So, I mean, you have to be mindful. It could affect anybody. It could infect you and affect you. So you have to be mindful. You can't have this I'm not sure if I'm saying the right thing. This mythology or whatever. You can't have this in your mind saying that I'm not going to catch HIV. The more you keep saying that, which is true, if you're doing what you're supposed to, and if you're using condoms and using clean needles and just doing what you have to do, you can prevent yourself from being positive. But you got those out there saying that, oh, I'm gonna always use the condom. I'm gonna always do this right. I'm gonna always do this. Blah 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 blah. I fell into that same situation, talking about, oh yeah, I'm not gonna catch HIV. I'm gonna use a condom. When it came down to doing what to do, did I bring up anything about the condom? Yes. Was I talked out of using a condom? Yes. Was there times when I purposely didn't want to use a condom? Yes. So, I mean, you have to think about these things. If you're going to say something, mean it. If you're going to say something, or if you're going to do something, mean what you say, because you will reap what you say in the long run. Trust and believe. I'm proof in the pudding. Okay? I'm infected. You know, how does that look? You know, how does that make me feel? And I talked about someone else, and I had made a joke about someone else. Just saying, for instance, I never did that before. I now joked about someone dying from AIDS. I now joked about somebody, mama or somebody in their family, you know, being a whore, being a hoe, because they positive. You know, how would that feel if you being told that you're positive? How would that make you feel? You know, you just have to be mindful of what you say, because what you say can get from one person to another. Okay? Open up a book. Don't be ignorant. It's not. No one's going to judge you for opening up a book and trying to help yourself and trying to help protect yourself. Don't be ashamed to pick up a condom. Don't be ashamed to pick up a brochure or a pamphlet and read about the STDs and how it's caught and how you can treat it, and where to go and get treatment for like the STIs and STDs. As everybody else knows, HIV has no cure. And everybody thinks there's a cure out there. Everybody thinks Magic Johnson has the cure. Whatever. I'm not going to get on that topic. But I'm just going to say the man is still positive. He has no cure. I don't care what y'all say. The man doesn't have the cure. But just have your ears open. Be mindful of what you say. And as I said before, is no shame in your game when it comes down to your life and getting the HIV test done, getting the pamphlets, getting condoms. And one thing I'm put out there, I wish these guys out here would stop trying to grab for the magnums, knowing that they can't fit it, knowing that, oh, you know, I don't want the Trojans, I don't want the Durex, I don't want the small ones. It fits anybody, okay? Don't be ashamed to say, oh, I got a small penis or I got an average sized penis. You don't need no damn magnum to prove your manhood. You don't. Okay? As long as you have a condom in hand, you're good, okay? Because you are not entering my temple without the key. And even if you had the key, you still ain't entering my temple, because I don't do that stuff. Okay? So just do what you have to do in order to stay negative. Okay? Don't be negative towards positive people. Okay? And don't be it's just so much I can say. But do what you have to do. Stick to your word. And just be mindful of what you say, because it could hurt people. And it even hurts me at times seeing comments like that. Alright? So if you have any comments or messages you want to send, and even if I say anything wrong in this video, I don't apologize, because I'm speaking the truth and I'm speaking my opinion. Alright? So, later.